Hey everybody, this is Matt Stevens and this is your Matt Minute in Politics. Hope everybody had a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. I did myself, and I was so happy to watch my Buckeyes of the Ohio State University beat up on Michigan over the weekend. So that was a lot of fun, but I did enjoy time with family and friends. Now, of course, we come back into December. Oh God. So much news, but we're only going to talk about one story today. By now, most of you all have probably heard that Kamala Harris has dropped out of the race for the Democratic nomination to become the next president of the United States. Okay, so sad to see her go. I honestly, in all fairness, did not think that she was going to clinch the nomination just because of issues of fundraising, which she has brought up herself, issues of polling. And of course, we know that polling plays a role in fundraising because when people see that people are surging in the polls, it causes an increase in donations and stuff like that. There's something in my eye. So there was polling, there's money. But I also want to really quickly hit on this, and then I want you guys in the comment section, I want you tweeting me and letting me know what you think about this. I feel that the media's portrayal and the media's crucifixion of candidates of color has got to stop, or at least it's got to change, okay? I am all for vetting a candidate, no matter woman, man, black, white, indifferent. Look, everybody deserves that. That's the point of the democratic process, democratic small d process, right? Kamala Harris, rightfully so, was up for that type of vetting and criticism. She was San Francisco DA, she was California AG, she's also a current sitting U.S. Senator, right? She is up for that criticism. But there's another DA in the race, for instance, Amy Klobuchar. She was Hennepin County DA near Minneapolis, or in Minneapolis. But people don't focus on her record as DA like they do Kamala Harris, okay? They say, well, Kamala was really tough on crime, when she was California AG, and, she worked within the framework of the 3 strikes law in California, right? That 3 strikes law was put in place before she got in office. That was put in place in 1994. She went in office in 2004, okay? So while people are complaining that she's tough on crime, or in their words, too tough on crime and not progressive enough, you have a candidate like Joe Biden, who authored the 1994 crime bill. Federal piece of legislation that led to a lot of mass incarceration, maximum minimum sentencing, things like that, okay? Effects of which are still being felt in communities of color, specifically black communities, to this day in 2019, almost 2020, okay? People say, well, she didn't have enough foreign policy experience. She didn't have any foreign policy experience because she's never held an executive position. Well, neither has Elizabeth Warren. And she's been surging in a lot of polls. Now, these are not strikes against Elizabeth Warren or Joe Biden or Amy Klobuchar. But for the argument of fairness, to bring fairness into the argument, I would encourage not just you all watching this, but specifically the media as a bigger entity, to watch how they report on certain things. I love independent investigative journalism. Love that. I love reading pieces where I learn something new. I appreciate those about Kamala. I appreciate those about all of the candidates, because there were flaws in her campaign. And whether or not people were, something in my eye, sorry you guys, whether or not people were willing to admit that, I don't have anything to do with that. Facts are the facts, polls are the polls, money's the money, right? And that can be a whole other conversation for another day. But what I want you guys to focus on, the way I wanted to use this video, was to just highlight the discrepancies I see with reporting of candidates of color and also women. Hillary got a lot of that end of the stick. Elizabeth Warren, if she has not yet, she will be catching a lot of that end of the stick. Amy Klobuchar, to some extent, has caught some of that flack too, and they're white women. But I want to highlight this because I feel like Kamala was a very strong candidate for a lot of different reasons. Was she the perfect candidate? No. Did I think she was going to clinch the nomination? Honestly, no, because like I said, the numbers didn't bear out. But I feel that the way that some people framed her, and she got this label of being a cop, when she was a duly elected prosecutor and an AG. I don't know a prosecutor or an AG that doesn't lock people up. I hate to say that because feel how you feel about incarceration, and I don't know people's cases, but that's part of the job. It's like being mad at a cop because they carry a gun. You know, it's just, you may not like guns, but that's part of their job, and feel how you feel about that. So that's the conversation I want to have with you guys today. As far as Kamala, closing, as far as Kamala moving forward, I would say that I hope that people see the talent that she brought to the table. Whether or not you liked her past records, the woman is still very, very talented. Wonderful legal mind, and somebody who I could easily see as Secretary of State or possibly Attorney General of this country if we get a Democratic president. I'm not, ready to, flesh all that out yet, but I could definitely see her with her range of experience, her ability to ask those tough questions, her ability to really hone in on certain things and things that she's championed. I could see her in some of those roles. So I hope that whoever is the nominee at the end of the day will, and if they do become president, that they will ultimately consider a woman like Kamala for their cabinet. Now, and Kamala's not the only one. I mean, that whole stage of that whole field of Democratic candidates is full of people that I think will be needed at all levels to help repair the absolute dysfunction, the absolute criminality going on in this administration and in this federal government and in our foreign affairs now. So, closing all of that out, what I want you guys to do is talk to me. I want you guys in the comment section on YouTube. I want you guys in tweeting me. Please do. I read your tweets, and as you know, if you've ever tweeted me, I respond. So yeah, get in that comment section. Let me know what you think. Would love to have a discussion about Kamala Harris. How do you feel that the media treats candidates of color, specifically women of color, and women in general? Let's talk about it. How you felt about Kamala. Were you going to vote for her? If not, look, I'm not on her campaign. She's not paying me for this. I just want to know, this is such a heated topic, especially in the black community. So, but I want everybody to weigh in on this because I think all of you all's perspectives are really good. So with that said, I'm cutting it off here. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go warm up now. So remember, my social media information, airplane. My social media information is in the bottom left-hand corner of this video. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. I am on Instagram. Please follow me right there at Mr. Prune Juice. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And final thing, thank you so much for watching my last video on Instagram so fast. I got like a couple hundred views in like a couple hours. It was great. So I appreciate that. I love you guys. I love you guys for watching and for supporting. So I just want to continue to bring you topics like this, things that people are really talking about, that kind of everyday people talk. We have to have that. So this is Matt Stevens. This has been your Matt Minute in Politics. I look forward to talking to you guys very soon. If not this week, then again next week we'll talk again. So take care, and yeah, stay sane in all this political mess going on.